Technology.
Yeah.
Then
Every house has a common room.
fire pit for the marshmallow. Nice and spacious.
Yes.
This is like a university standard. Big shower room. Even the log burner.
And
Chinese
barley.
cook something.
Yes.
For
possibly
everyone to
in here.
try?
Yeah.
Hello everyone, today we're taking you to Gresham School, one of the UK best boarding schools. In our previous episodes, we've covered the school itself and its various departments, but this time we're focusing on a tour of the boarding house at Greshams. Before we dive in, make sure to subscribe to our channel so you don't miss out on new videos about the UK's top boarding schools. All set? Subscribed? Then let's get started.
And
So-
we came now to...
Oakley. So Oakley is one of our girls' houses.
Okay.
So I'll just show you around if that's okay.
Mhm.
So we have 7 houses, 4 for boys, and I just need to use my finger on the
7.
biometrics.
Okay, let's see how it... Oh, technology. Are you sure you're not making this up? It's not
You know,
gonna
you
work
could
with
try,
my...
but it shouldn't work with your
It's gonna
finger.
electroshock me.
Yeah. So this is Oakley, and we'll go through to the common room to start with.
Uh-huh.
That's okay.
Welcome to Oakley House.
Yes. So
Always Christmas
maybe
here.
it's someone's birthday because there's cakes.
Uh-huh.
Who knows? But so this is, so all of we have 7 boarding houses, 4 for boys, 3 for girls.
Mhm.
So they're all different in their size, but they tend to have the same facilities. Hi there. We're
Hiya.
just going to have a look round if that's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is a common room. This is where the girls will meet for roll call, any activities they're doing, things like that. Every house has a common room. Every house has a space outside.
It's
Tends
nice,
to have
very
piano
nice and cozy, isn't it?
Yeah. It's
Even the log burner.
Yes. So when it gets a bit cooler in
is it
winter.
used?
Yes.
Oh,
Not right now, we're too warm,
Yeah.
but in the winter. And you see there's also a fire pit outside, so the girls have that
Very good.
opportunity. They're very proud to be house music winners here, showing
So
off
it's
their
like
trophies.
in Hogwarts, you compete, your houses compete with each other,
Exactly,
yeah?
yeah.
A music competition, what else?
We do debating, so that's a regular thing. All sports, so we just had house swimming competitions, but there'll also be house netball competitions, hockey, rugby, house quizzes, so they have quiz nights and things like that. So there's lots of different things going on, which is really nice.
Boarding houses on campus are a long-standing tradition at English schools. There's no set rule for how many houses a school should have. Some have just 2, others, like Greshams, have 8. And at the renowned Eton College, there are as many as 25. The names of the houses also vary widely. At Greshams, for example, you'll find Queens, Farfield, Howsons, and more. The house we're visiting today is named in honor of Dick Bagnall Oakley, a naturalist and dialect expert from Norfolk.
And that is their back garden.
Yeah, so some nice outside space.
Fire pit for the marshmallows.
Exactly, yeah, that's fine. And then I think Matron is just here in the kitchen. So the children don't eat in the house, they go to the CFB, which is the central feeding block. So all the houses congregate for breakfast, lunch and dinner. But every house will have a kitchen, and you'll see pupils are able to have toast, toasties, cereal at break times and different things. Sometimes the students will make cakes. Looks like they're going to be making something interesting later.
An Easter egg hunt.
Oh, okay, wow.
To Easter.
The Rice Krispie cakes, and then you... Oh, exciting.
And probably you have some international days as well. Don't like...
I would think so.
Yeah, so we may celebrate different cultural days and things like that. So I know we've...
Chinese New Year, for example,
and
and Chinese cook something
Yes,
for everyone to
possibly in
try.
here. Yeah.
And they're allowed to buy things in town and
Put them in the fridge.
and
Yes.
put it in the fridge.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Are they allowed to cook as well?
mostly toast and things. They make cakes and things, and yeah, but not proper meals and things because
Not
you
even
already have that.
weekends. Not even weekends.
Maybe on the weekend you might
For
have
pancakes, for instance,
yeah.
for breakfast.
or you might have we have the food trucks and things.
Are you
So you
there?
might have an event night where you have we have loaded fries and things like that. They might have as well.
Okay.
We'll go to look at the year 9 dorm first.
When it comes to applying, it's always a good idea to get advice from professionals in the field. Choosing the right school and program is crucial, and don't forget about meeting all the requirements and even legalities. For instance, did you know that all underage international students in England are required to have a guardian? At Maryadi, we not only run our own guardianship company, but we also help families navigate the application process and highlight what really matters. Just follow the link in the description to book a personal consultation.
So we are just getting ready for Easter, so everyone's packing up.
Second term is ending, isn't it?
Hello?
Anyone there?
There's no one anywhere.
No one's here. So you can see that they're
Lovely.
packing up. There's their things in here.
Dorm,
So there are 4 people in
students
here.
of 4.
Yeah.
And you said year 9?
Year 9, yeah.
Year 9, okay. This is, was it 13?
Age 13 and 14.
Age 13 and 14. That's good. Nice and spacious.
Yes. So in the boys' houses, we may have 6 or 7 in a dorm. It tends to be the girls' dorms, you may have 4 or 5 in your room, or maybe the room next door is a 2, so that's another.
And how do you decide who goes into what room?
Well, we find out about people during the admissions process, because we don't want to have one house full of all the musicians. So we
you want to
kind of mix them up. On the whole, as a British boarding school, we tend not to put pupils who speak the same language together.
Wise. Very wise.
But it may be that somebody in your year, in year 10 or 11, is there.
And lots of storage as well.
Yes, yes. So everyone will have drawers under their bed, a wardrobe, a desk. So in year 9, you don't have do your prep in your room, you do it in the common room. However, just to help you get into kind of the prep routine, but in year 10, 11 and 12, 13,
And they can do it in,
room.
but still someone comes in and check them out sometimes.
Yes.
And they can have their own bedding as well.
Yes, own bedding, and normally the pupils will have their pinboard where they can put their pictures of home and things like that.
Photographs.
Yes, so they're not so inclined to do that in that room, so that's fine. And then we've just got the bathrooms there, so
Are they all like private?
individual shower.
Yeah, with doors and everything. So they
doors
can-
or curtains.
yeah,
Yes,
okay.
yes. So we have the house mistress who lives next door and assistant housemaster who lives upstairs.
Okay, so
So
there's
it's-
always some adults here.
Yes,
with
and
children.
there's tutors in the house as well. So they get to be on duty during the day and the weekend so that pupils can kind of they have that support. So all the houses have a matron. This is matron's room. So she runs everything there. You might go to her if you have a headache or
anything.
Yeah, just want to chat.
What about I need to fix my button here?
Maybe she would help you, but you'd have to be very kind and have everything labelled so she, when she's helping you with your washing, it gets returned to you.
So you have to have a good social skills to get things done by matron, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, we're about to see the rooms for senior students. But before that, I'd like to point out that in addition to the school staff, students themselves can also take on roles within the boarding houses. Well, not in an official capacity, of course. Senior boys and girls can be appointed as prefects. This position allows them to maintain order within the boarding house and act as a bridge between the student and adult communities. It's an excellent opportunity for socially active students with strong organizational and leadership skills. And now we've arrived at the senior students' rooms. Let's take a look.
Okay. Nice. This is like a university standard.
Yes,
I've
it's
visited
really
so
nice.
many
Yeah.
halls of residence at many different universities and new furniture. Yeah. And there's a heating which can be regulated, adjusted, and just a quick peek. This is a shower room? Yeah?
Yes.
Okay, big shower room. Well, I mean the actual the booth itself. Okay. Oh, Molly's lucky.
Yeah. And Molly is actually a senior prefect. So most of the people along this corridor are senior prefects. And we have the head of house room. That's Lara's room.
Lara.
So she has a big room so that she
Yeah,
can
Lara's
invite other pupils to come and talk to her, basically. So she has a leading role. So if a pupil has any concerns or something, they can come and talk to her.
Like a counselor.
Yes, exactly. So that's
And
really
this is Lara's
Teddy. Yeah. Yeah.
Wow,
So
nice.
it's good.
And also a big, yeah, very big,
Yes.
very big. Is she a prefect as well?
She's head of house, so for head of house, you're prefect too. So that's good. And then subsequently, all the other, these are all rooms, and there's girls studying in there. So
My son is head of school.
Oh, is
I'm
he?
really proud
Isn't
of that.
it
Yeah,
amazing?
he was
yeah.
chosen this year.
So
and
that gives you-
they're all like pim, yeah.
No, actually, these one so sometimes this part of the school is rented out in summer holidays. So therefore, you can have
Like for
access,
summer
but not
camps
for
and
our
stuff, yeah.
but not for our students.
Yeah, always
It's only the thumb
rooms
in and out.
unlocked.
Yes.
Yeah. So the adults can come anytime.
Let's take a moment to explore the history of Oakley House. You already know who it's named after, but now let me tell you about its creative success stories. It turns out that many of its residents have excelled in music and acting. In fact, 2 former Oakley girls went on to become internationally renowned actresses. Sienna Guillory, famous for Resident Evil and Inkheart, and Olivia Colman. If you're drawing a blank on who Olivia Colman is, don't worry. Lucy will fill you in shortly.
This is so one very important thing to point out that I haven't pointed out is Olivia Colman, the Queen from The Crown.
Okay.
So I don't know which seasons she was in, but she was the Queen in The Crown. Do you watch The Crown?
No.
Do you watch?
But I've heard so much about the series, so yeah.
Okay, yeah.
I
So
didn't
she's
know
in
it's
this
Olivia
series.
Colman is the main character.
But
there.
do you know Olivia Colman? Have you seen any of her movies and series and things?
She's extremely famous.
So she actually was a pupil here in Oakley. So when this section obviously looks quite new.
And who's that?
But this is Olivia, Mrs. Rebellious. She's the.
Oh, should I work?
You know that there's
Should I
someone
work?
strange
No?
in the house.
Oh, yeah.
Hi.
Do girls get to walk her? Yeah?
It's because you're not an Oakley girl, and he knows all the girls and won't bark. And then as soon as there's a stranger, it's
So he protects the girls. Okay, that's very good. Very good. This is a proof of CCF.
Yes.
And you have Army again, Navy
and RAF.
and RAF.
Yeah.
Okay. Navy, you're next to the coast.
Yeah, so in the summer they have
RAF,
the
I
opportunity
think
to
you
sail.
have a military base very near.
We do, but what we have a simulator machine. So
You have a key at the school?
Yes. So it's in the CCF, and they.
Oh, that would be interesting to see.
Yeah.
And the school supplies
This is
some
snack
fruits.
breaks.
Snack breaks.
Yeah, for after school to keep you.
So
people.
you feed your boarders 3 times a day,
Yes.
but
They also have break time in the morning.
teenagers, they're always hungry.
I know. Well, no, everyone is hungry. So basically, they have 2 lessons. They have their breakfast. They have 2 lessons. Then everyone comes back to house and has toasties, all sorts of things.
and cornflakes maybe.
Yes, yeah, cereal and toast. Breakfast food all day. It's fine.
So, did you enjoy our tour of the boarding house at Gresham's school? If you did, go ahead and hit the like button. And if you want to check out more of the UK's best boarding schools, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Oh, and just a heads up, the description has links to other episodes and info on how to book a consultation. Catch you soon.